Hello there, I'm an open-wheeled racing enthusiast.
And I'm a NASCAR fan, Junior!
So, NASCAR fan, the month of May is once again upon the racing world, and I'm sure you know what that means.
Yes, sir, man. The All Star race at Charlotte. You going wine and cheese, boy?
Yes, it's that thing in the month of May that, frankly, I never pay attention to, at least one of them. It's the All Star race at Charlotte. I can't wait to participate in this. I see the win that we took at Texas. I think it was Texas. But the Texas win, I believe, got us into the All-Star race, so we're ready to go here. You may notice that the car looks a little bit different. I decided, with the help of my sponsors, to put together a Buddy Lazier tribute for the Charlotte weekend, and maybe even for the Coke 600. So let's get into All-Star qualifying. I was told by the crew chief, or Hermie Sadler, or whoever the heck it was, it's a 3-lap qualifying attempt, so almost a 4-lap qualifying attempt, plus a mandatory pit stop. This should be interesting. Let's see how we can do. Alright, so we're heading out to qualify for the All-Star race. So we're on the warm-up lap now. Shifting up into third gear and heading into turn 2 now. This is kind of an interesting qualifying format, I will say that. I have never paid attention to the All-Star race ever, so I don't know when they use this format. I don't think they're using it anymore. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So here we go. We're ready to start our qualifying attempt here at the All-Star race. So Keselowski's got a 2-minute 9 pit stop to lap time ratio. It's a pretty long time. So I'm going to run one hot lap, make my pit stop on the second time by, and then go hard for the next 2, or however this is going to work. So, very fast through here. First lap complete.
Here to go.
Buddy, you have to come in for a pit stop this time around. If you don't come in, your qualifying round won't count, and you'll be qualifying in last place.
Alright, so, you heard the spotter. We're going to be in last place if we don't come in this time by, so I'm going to go really hard into turn 3. Lift off the gas. We're kind of getting a little bit squirrely there. Bring it off of the track. And into the pits during our qualifying attempt. You can see the purple machine is ready to go. Our pit crew is working hard. 4 tires. No fuel. Well, they're putting fuel in it for some reason. I told them no fuel. I don't know why they're fueling during a qualifying run, because we don't really need to be doing that, but the car was very slow exiting the pit. Now I'm going to try not to do a burnout here. We're back green again, and we're going to try to beat Brad Keselowski's 2:09. It doesn't look like we're going to beat it right now. We're about half a lap away from being able to get to that 9-second mark. I guess our pit crew was awfully slow there. So off of the corner, there's the 2:09. We're going to be about 2 seconds off. This isn't good. And 43rd for the All-Star race. Fantastic. So I'm not exactly sure how I ended up 43rd. I just barely got beat out by most of the field. And also, why does it say 43rd? There's only, what? So did I not qualify for the race? Is that what happened? It's possible that I'm not even going to make the race. We'll see.
Welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway in the feature event of Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night, the Sprint All-Star Race. I'm Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip.
Pretty simple, Mike. Checkers are ready. Everybody builds a special car for this race because it's a special race. A lot of money, no points. Always have at it at its finest.
No points? No problem. Some teams approach this race as bring home the checkered flag or just bring back the steering wheel. Let it all hang out. A lot of fans, a lot of money on the line. Why not? It's the Sprint All-Star Race, and it's ready to go.
Well, none of this makes any sense, but we are starting way, way behind here in the back of the field. 21st technically, but they put me 43rd on the grid for some reason. So our string of glitches and races continue. And we're going to start the All-Star race here. And we're underway. Thankfully, though, I didn't get really much wheel spin. So we're green at Charlotte here in round 1. This is ironically going to be as close to a modern-day NASCAR race as we will get in either this or NASCAR Heat Evolution, with segments and rounds and all sorts of strange rules and craziness. So enjoy it while it lasts, folks. We're going down here into turn 3. Oops. Very close to Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. Running in 22nd. So I don't know how many cars are supposed to be in this stupid thing. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. We're going to head it down into turn 1 here. I think I'm a little bit better in turn 1. That wouldn't indicate it, but I feel like my car's a little bit better in turn 1 than it is in turn 3 when I can drive the track properly. And I think clearly turn 3, the AI are a little bit slower than me. So if I can get turn 1 and turn 3 right, we can be in really, really good shape. But the problem, of course, is the straightaways. I did end up investing, as I do the same thing I did last lap, I did end up investing in the ability to produce my own engines. Unfortunately, in the last 2 races, both of them being DNFs, I have not had the funds to actually build one of my own engines. I invested for the capability to do so, as I've damaged my car, and wow, that's quick. That was a quick segment. So yeah, I was last in segment 1. We'll move on to segment 2, and hopefully we'll be a little bit better. I guess people actually care about stage wins, so Matt Kenseth won the first stage. Wow, that's pretty crazy. It's like it predicted the future or something. Well, I've got nothing to lose here, so I'm going to do the 4-tire stop to repair the car. I also taped up the grill quite a bit because it seems I was running pretty cool. Hopefully that'll also help us with some front downforce, and we'll get back out there and try to win this daggone All-Star race. Alrighty, ready to go. Once again, at the All-Star race.
The winner of the first segment takes the pole in the final round. But don't worry, you got 3 more rounds to lock in a place at the front of the grid.
Okay, so we lost the pole position already.
We can do this. Gotta keep focused.
And we're back to green. And it's so weird to hear them talking about segments in a game that was made in 2015. But that is the world we live in. The green is underway, or the race is underway. The green is underway also, but that doesn't make any sense to say. The car felt really good through turns 1 and 2. Hopefully it will feel similar through 3 and 4, which it does. We get underneath Kyle Larson. I shouldn't have used the apron there because it kind of upset the car just a little bit. And it'll allow Larson back around the outside. He actually took his very first NASCAR non-points win last year in the All-Star Open. I do know that because being a Larson fan, you do see highlights like that. That's about the only thing I know about the All-Star race, is that Larson won an Open, won the Open, which I wish would have been in this game. That looks like a fun event to take part in. But unfortunately, well, I shouldn't complain because NASCAR Heat, it's not like you're going to be able to race the All-Star race in that. So at least you can do it in this game. And we go underneath David Reagan in the 3 Chicken Tenders car. And here comes Reagan back underneath. Car's washing out a little bit on the exit. Quite a bit on the exit. It's actually going to bring out the yellow. Wow, really? These segments are shorter and more pointless than they are in real life. So Brad Keselowski won segment 2. He'll roll off second in the final round, which doesn't seem like it's going to be a very long race. But who knows? Let's head back and head into segment 3. For some reason, they put me all the way at the back of the grid.
Start at the tail of the field.
Just because, apparently, getting wall glitched means that they should penalize you. Anyway, we are heading back to the green once again here at the All-Star race. And just absolutely horrendous wheel spin. But we're back racing again. Hopefully this time the car does not understeer like a dump truck in turn 2. And we'll actually be able to race these guys here. As we got a little bit close to the wall there. A little bit closer than I may have generally liked to have been. Lock up the brakes a little bit going into turn 3. Underneath Dale Earnhardt Jr. But we just can't get past David Reagan because he got held up by Tony Stewart, who was going very slowly in that top lane there. 10 laps to go. Already, a very short race here. It's a truck completely locks up its brakes outside. It kind of distracted me a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard that horrible squeaking noise. But I have the window cracked, which is probably bad for video making, but it's good for David's sanity. To smell some fresh air. And I don't know why I'm talking about that while we're underneath. Tony Stewart gonna try. Oops. I was trying to get a dramatic camera angle there. But didn't work out too well.
Keep rolling.
And underneath Tony Stewart, we're going to try to get there. We can't quite get there, though. For whatever reason, he has immense grip off of the corner. And cars are pitting. Who is pitting? Where's the problem going to be? It's Regan Smith, which will allow me to go around David Reagan.
Side's clear.
And actually, we'll get a run on Paul Menard here, too.
Come on, let's get past him.
We'll try to get down in that corner. Just can't quite get it down there. I should have realized this race was at night. We qualified in the day. Or no, we didn't qualify in the day. We practiced in the day. And I think I set up my car a little tight because of the slick track surface during the day. I wasn't really predicting and we're finishing the segment. So I can't ramble on about setups. So in that segment, segment 3, we finished 19th. Gordon won that segment, so he'll start 3rd for the final segment. And cars pitted at the very end of it, so at least I'll leapfrog them and not start last. So let's head on into segment number 4 and the race to the finish.
Okay, buddy.
All
That's
right.
3 segments down. Only one more to go before the final round. Now, if you can grab a win in this final segment, it's going to make that last round a lot easier.
Okay, I'll try to. I'm only 19th, though. So it's going to be kind of hard to go from here. We'll see. Green is coming out. Green is out.
Today, buddy.
And we're racing again. Paul Menard trying to get around the outside. The beginning of segment 4. We're 3 wide into turn number 1. And Paul Menard, I think, is on fresh tires. He came in during the pit stop, or during the yellow.
Clear on the outside.
So that is a fast car right now on those fresh tires.
Heading to the pit.
And now more cars are peeling off into the pits.
Clear up top.
So I'm going to be very careful here not to get caught up in anybody's wreck. And a big run to the outside. We're actually going to get all the way up to 12.
6 to go.
If I could win this segment, which I don't think I will, but if I could, that'll mean really good things, because that means I might actually be able to pit under the yellow, the final yellow, get some tires and get some fuel, because it's looking like I may need to do that. I maybe should have taken fuel on board. Oh boy. We're going to run all the way up into the wall. I know it wasn't cool, but we had to do something. Here comes David Reagan. He's on fresh tires.
Car at your door, down low, at your door.
And it's going to be really hard to keep him behind me. Oh boy. Okay, well, I can kind of hope and pray that they get held up down here when there's more cars coming into the pits. And indeed, there are cars coming in.
And clear.
And we're just going to beat and bang off of the wall.
It's too fast, man. Check
And
up.
get down on the apron there. Here comes Paul Menard.
He's coming up fast.
We're going to block him into the
More
wall.
to go.
So where on earth is the final segment coming out? I mean, we're within
Car approaching low.
just a few laps of the finish. Here
At your door on the
comes
bottom.
Paul Menard down.
Save your fuel, buddy. I can't say this enough.
Inside.
Save.
The spotter's yelling at me about saving fuel, but
Inside.
why
Go
at
up high.
this point?
Clear on the inside.
More cars peeling off into the
Car
pits.
underneath.
They just keep bashing off the wall.
Clear low.
This is surely the end, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the final segment goes to David Reagan over Regan Smith, Paul Menard, and myself. The rest of the field looks like this, with the final car being Greg Biffle. I'm not going to pit. I'm going to go for it on fuel, and if I run out, I run out. But I think we'll roll off about 7th, which is as good as I can probably hope for. So let's go for it. Oh, it's forcing me to pit. The game is forcing me to pit. I don't know why it's doing this.
start. Here we go.
Describe to me why I mean, is that like a requirement of the All-Star race? Do you have to pit before the final segment? Because I already made a pit stop, so I don't know why the game forced me to come into the pits. Again, I'm clearly ignorant of the rules, but that seems like a bit of a stupid one. Well, that's weird. Okay, I guess that doesn't count. So we are rolling off 8th.
Oh, well. You didn't guarantee yourself a spot at the front of the grid, but it doesn't mean you can't win this thing. It's all about the final round now.
Yeah, but the final round's only 2 laps. So, here we go.
He's coming low.
Green is out.
Car closing on the inside.
And Paul Menard having some trouble there as we begin the final segment of the race.
Great work right there, buddy. Top 5.
I had to push Paul Menard into the corner there.
Go high.
And now we're
Car
kind of
approaching
squirrely
low.
behind Gordon.
Looking low.
Jimmy Johnson was
Car
not
inside,
playing
just
nice
looking.
there, but again, we're in the money
Car
round
inside,
now.
Jack.
So we got to go for it. Oh, Jimmy Johnson, what are you doing, son?
3 wide.
Oh,
2
there's
inside.
a lot of cars in there.
1 inside.
We got to keep going for it, though. I believe this is the
White flag,
white.
one to
Yep,
go.
it is.
Watch your rear.
Oh, Kyle Larson. Oh, bloody.
Better move right there, man. Great save. We're
Why you
okay.
do this? Well,
Low side's clear.
I was kind of trapped on the outside. Just unfortunately kind of expected. For some reason, the game says Regan Smith is leading, and it looks like Regan Smith is going to win the All-Star race, which is certainly an unexpected
Come on, buddy. Focus.
outcome.
Let's get that back.
Because I'm pretty sure there's also a car ahead of him, so I don't exactly know how any of this has happened. And somehow I finished 8th. What? What? You what, mate? How did that happen? How did I finish 8th? Regan Smith, I guess the yellow came out, but it didn't come out? I'm not sure how that worked out. Oh well, I'll take 8th. Somehow Kyle Larson was credited with last. Is it on cumulative time? Is that what the deal is? I don't understand it, but congratulations to Regan Smith for winning the All-Star race. This was a weird video, that's for sure. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know how I feel about the All-Star race. It was very broken up and very choppy. But I think we've got a really good setup heading into the Coke 600. And I feel like I've got a really good shot of winning that thing. I feel like I learned a lot about Charlotte Motor Speedway and how the car will react in the night race. So I think we're in pretty good shape when we get there. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube, and we'll see ya in the next video.